Hello everyone, this is my Bloodlines character for my Ice Shot Ranger, and for making this character I wanted to use some of the new unique items for 1.3, so I settled for this ring, which is like a cold damage ring, so you can see it has 5% chance to freeze. And the rest of it synergizes well with attacks. So you have the 10 to 15 physical damage against frozen enemies, which means you deal more damage if things are frozen. So I decided to make a ranger with a bow and using the skill Ice Shot to freeze everything. So I'm using two of these. And also this quiver, and they all give a chance to freeze. So the whole point is to freeze things as much as possible. And if we take a look at the skill tree, you can see that I'm grabbing pretty much all the freeze nodes. So it's this shadow node right here, and this cluster here, which is 5% and 5%, and also chill and freeze duration. Also grabbing this one, chest to freeze, and before I died due to disconnect, I was planning to take this one, which is 5%, and this one, which is 5%. So this is 10, this is 10, so that's 20, and then it's another 10, which is 30, 35, and then with the rings it's 40, and finally 50%. But I am also using Herald of Thunder with Curse on Hit, with Frostbite and Elemental Weakness. And Frostbite has a chance to freeze as well, which I believe goes up to 15% once you get a higher level. So in total, I think it's 65 or so percent chance to freeze, which is almost overkill to be honest. Because in my main link, my AoE skill, I'm using Ice Shot with LMP and Chain. So basically the projectiles, they bounce around, and each time something gets hit, they have a chance to freeze, since it's not like Crit where everything freezes or one-shot freezes or doesn't freeze at all. It's basically everything. Every time something is hit, it has a chance to freeze. And with Eleprolift, the chance to freeze becomes very, very high. So, what else is there? From the rest of the tree, it's pretty much just your basic ranger, archer stuff with Underskyle and acrobatics. I was planning on grabbing the rest of the nodes, but it's kind of short on points at the moment. I'm only level 71, so yeah, I'm missing a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, so if you count 10 points from here, I believe the build would be finished at like 85 or so. So yeah, that's it. I'm also using Hatred, which converts more cold damage. Like Ice Shot from the beginning is only 40%, which is not the best for freezing because you want the most cold damage as possible. But then I'm using this Quiver, which converts 20% the physical to cold, and I tried corrupting a lot of quivers. I actually have them in Bloodlines, not in Standard, but as you can see, the corruption can convert physical to an element, so you can get 20% converted to cold on top of the already 20% that's from the unique. So it's basically possible to get 100% converted physical to cold if you corrupt the right quiver, which should take about maybe 100, 150 corruptions, so it's not the cheapest, but should be pretty good. And basically what's really good about converting all of the fist damage to cold is you can both use physical increases, like these ones, and then you can also use cold, you can also use elemental damage, you can use projectile damage, so you have a lot of options for scaling the damage. But since I got this corruption with 20% lightning, and I believe I have some more lightning damage somewhere, I decided to also take Chance the Shock so I can proc this Hurl of Thunder. So that's pretty much all about the build. I can show you how it works in a map. Keep in mind this is really low level and my gear is not the best. So the DPS is suffering a bit. The tooltip here is only 1.2, so with chain that's about, I don't know, 3.6k DPS. But since Ice Shot has an AoE, it can kind of like bounce around enemies, so it can hit an enemy up to 9 times, I believe, in total. My single target is 6.7, and then you can also add in Choc Chance.
My mana is gone.
So I think once you get everything rolling, like Hurl of Thunder is rolling, turn off the sound. Well, it's basically perma freeze. It's really easy to freeze pretty much half of the screen or more. So everything just bounces around. It's a very safe build, and though you can
Let
see
me bend your ear for a moment.
my life is only 2.7 right now, because if you look at my tree, I'm missing these nodes here, finish this out, I believe there's some more. Anyway, I think you can get about 4k, maybe 4.5 for 780, which is kind of okay, considering how safe it is when everything is frozen. Another alternative could be to use, what's it called? Token Defiance and skip acrobatics and basically get, or maybe even go hybrid could work as well. I think hybrid could work, like since I'm going through this area here. Curse Moon is a bitch. As you can see. Let's see if I can find a map boss, so I can show how much it actually freezes bosses and stuff. Because you might have noticed that I'm using Chin Sol, which increases damage by 100% or 100% more if you're close, which is really good for single target spells. And since I'm freezing, it's not really that scary to get close to bosses and stuff. I was actually mapping in Bloodlines with this character with only 2k health because like I'm playing a bit careless now, but if you really want to survive, it's not very hard. Especially like a ranged character also freezes, it's just super safe in general. And you know, it's kind of fun to play. The clear speed is okay. I believe you could get a lot more DPS if you really wanted to. But yeah, I just wanted to show this off before it rests in standard, pretty much. So let's see if I can find a boss. There he is. Cursed. And it helps if you have mana. And it's not frozen. But yeah, it's pretty much perma-freeze bosses if you don't fuck it up like I do.
My mana is gone.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.